Uy, finally, meron na rin tayong Infinix Zero 45G. Somebody tried to claim exclusivity ang kanyang unboxing, but I don't think so right now. This is one of the highly anticipated phone dito sa Philippines, and it's finally here. Ba't nga marami nag-aabang dito? 3D curved AMOLED display na may 144Hz screen refresh rate, front and rear 4K 60fps recording na may Pro stabilization. And I heard nag-improve siya from the Zero 35G. MediaTek Dimensity 8200 Ultimate ang kanyang processor, 2 years major update and up to 3 years ng security patches, 45 watts supercharge, and meron din siyang 20 watts na wireless charging. Tara, pag-usapan natin. Now, itong Infinix Zero 45G na may 12 plus 12 gigs of RAM and a 512 gigs of storage is priced at 17,999, which I'll post on the link on the description box below. Now, pag-usapan natin ang kanyang design. It's a really nice design. Sobrang slim, sobrang sleek tong phone na ito. And I love the way that I'm holding this phone. Medyo two-tone siya dito, and how, by the way, is the violet garden color. Medyo mas lighter ang violet dito, and medyo mas darker ang violet dito sa ilalim. And you see the Zero logo engraved here. Maganda naman kanyang design dito sa kanyang camera module, except na medyo awkward lang ang kanyang LED flash dito, nakalabas. I was hoping na sana ilagay na lang nila somewhere dito sa ilalim, no? At least wala, malinis dito sa ibabaw. Manipis naman to phone na ito at around mga 7.9mm thick, and I love yung kanyang grip dito sa kanya. It has a curved AMOLED display, which definitely is one of my favorite, and symmetrical naman kanyang bezel dito sa taas and dito sa baba. Overall, ang kanyang design, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Now, this phone is being powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 8200 Ultimate. And alam naman natin ang capability ng 8200 ni Dimensity. It can give you a good gaming experience dito sa kanya, multitasking is a breeze, and nakakuha tayo ng 953,000 points dito sa Antutu benchmark version 10.3.6. And this is my breakdown score. Ito ang score na nakuha ko sa kanyang CPU benchmarking sa Geekbench, and ito naman sa kanyang GPU benchmark. Looking okay naman ang kanyang thermal throttling, and it throttled to 79% na kanyang best performance. Now, ang battery dito sa loob is a 5,000 mAh of battery, which can let you fast charge up to 45 watts using its default charging brick na kasama sa loob ng box. And it also supports 20 watts of wireless charging and 10 watts na reverse wireless charging. So you can charge yung mga TWS or mga AirPods na wireless support. Now, one of the good things naman dito sa phone nito is okay naman kayo ng battery. I would say na nung ginamit ko siya as my daily driver, nakapagtagal naman siya ng one whole day without any problem, as long as you don't use it heavily sa gaming or you don't use it heavily sa mga video conferencing. Kayang-kaya one whole day. And niran ko naman ang kanang PC Mark na battery stress test dito sa kanya. 8 hours and 37 minutes ang binigay sa akin, under 50% brightness and 60Hz na screen refresh rate. And there are some ways to prolong your battery life. Pakita ko sa inyo paano. Pag-usapan na natin some of the battery properties na pwede natin kalikutin dito. So you can change your charging speed dito from smart charge to low temperature charge. Depende sa trip ninyo, no? But I would always put to smart charge. Sarili na siyang mag-adjust depende sa condition. Na meron din siyang reverse wireless charging na pwede mo i-charge ang iyong mga devices like AirPods or mga TWS na wireless capable, pwedeng-pwede dito gamitin. Now, meron din siya AI charge protection para i-charge lang siya up to 80% lang. Pwede mo i-turn on, pwede mo i-turn off, depende sa inyo kung anong pangangailangan niyo dito. Now, this is probably one of my favorite. Meron siyang bypass charging dito, no? So, if you're gaming, be sure to turn this one on para diretso ang kanyang kuryente straight to your phone. Hindi na siya dadaan ng battery to keep your battery protected. And meron din siyang charging safety protection as well. And there's some hidden na special function dito. Meron siyang dynamic bar dito. Pwede mong kalikutin kung anong lalabas dito sa kanyang dynamic, aka dynamic island. Meron siya mga floating windows, mem fusion, smart panel, game mode. Pwede mong kalikutin everything dito para sa mga game settings, smart hub, X-clone, and of course, pwede ka rin mag-set ng kids mode. Now, ang display nito is a 6.78-inch na curved AMOLED display with 144Hz of screen refresh rate and 1,300 nits ang kanyang maximum brightness. Meron din siyang 2,300Hz sa PWM dimming, and meron din siyang eye care as certified by TUV Rainland. By the way, this one is being protected by a Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protection para sa scratch resistance. Now, kung ang hilig mo naman is social media, I would say na browsing on this phone would give you a good experience dahil sa ganda ng kanyang display. Definitely, if you're browsing sa socials mo like Facebook, TikTok, and sa Twitter, expect mo it's really smooth. As in, smooth talaga. Now, this one, by the way, has a level 1 na wideband security level, so you can watch HD sa Netflix and on other online streaming apps dito. Now, if you're watching naman from YouTube, expect a good experience dito sa kanya dahil maganda ang kanyang display. I would say, sobrang goods ang kanyang display dito. Matingkad at sharp ang mga colors dito sa kanya, and the black is definitely blacker. Definitely, you'll enjoy everything that you're watching dito. And this phone has dual speakers, isa sa ilalim and isa sa ibabaw, except that sa ibabaw 3 butas and sa ilalim 6 na butas. And it's being tuned by JBL. Well, honestly, malakas ang kanyang sound. And I love the way it is. Kasi kahit sinagad-sagad mo kanyang sound, malakas. And I simply love yung kanyang tugtog dito sa kanya. Now, pag-usapan na natin ang gaming dito sa phone na ito. I know that slim phones doesn't have a good cooling system dito sa kanya. So, expect na medyo mainit dito sa phone na ito while you're gaming. And I played 4 titles dito. Genshin Impact, Honor of Kings, Farlight 84, and Call of Duty Mobile. Pagdating sa Genshin Impact, sinagad-sagad na ang kanyang graphics. And I was surprised that it was able to give me a good gaming experience dito. While I'm playing dito, I would say na halos, well, wala ako napansin na lag dito sa kanya. And the gameplay was quite smooth. And I love the way yung sound sa reproduction dito sa kanyang speakers. It was really fun playing this game. And kahit mag-heavy battle ka with the bosses dito sa kanya, you wouldn't really feel na parang nale-left out ang iyong controls. Like I said kanina, mga slim phones medyo mainit. And this one reached 49 degrees Celsius. Medyo mainit nga siya. You'll definitely need a cooler. Pagdating naman sa Honor of Kings, I was able to enjoy this game as well. The game controls was good. Touch response was good. And playing after an hour, nag-enjoy naman ako. Halos wala ako na-feel na lag dito sa kanya. And umabot siya ng 45 degrees Celsius based sa aking Mansi na thermal scanner. Pagdating sa Farlight 84, I was impressed with the way na kaya niya i-render itong game na ito. I was playing it for an hour on several rank match dito. And it was really enjoyable. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to enjoy as much as this one. But yung kanyang touch response was good. Halos very minimal ang kanyang lags. Halos ako personally wala akong masyado napansin. And probably the only thing dito na nakakairita is umabot siya ng 46 degrees Celsius. Medyo mainit din siya. Sa Call of Duty Mobile, mani-mani lang to sa Dimensity 8200 Ultimate, and this game was really smooth. Talagang smooth siya, turning on to all high graphical settings, and you'll be able to win a lot of games dito sa kanya. That expect mo na sobrang optimized na rin siya dito, and the gameplay was really nice and fun. After 30 minutes of playing Battle Royale dito sa kanya, I was able to win several matches, and umabot ako ng 44 degrees Celsius after 30 minutes of gameplay. So kung gusto mo mag-game intensely dito sa phone na ito, a game cooler is advised. Now, pag-usapan na natin kanyang camera. Personally, I would tell you na it has improved over from the Zero 35G. And I'm really happy to tell you na I was really satisfied with it. And ito, papakita ko sa inyo, most of the samples na nakuha ko are just simply one take lang. And ang triple camera starts with a 108MP na main camera sensor with OIS, a 50MP na ultra-wide lens with up to 120 degrees of field of view, and a 2MP na depth sensor. This one can let you shoot up to 4K and 60, and ang kanyang front-facing camera is also a 50MP that can also let you shoot up to 4K and 60. Now, the Zero 30 left me amazed sa kanyang camera performance, except that the video performance is a little bit bad kasi sobra siyang shaky. We'll check it out dito sa Zero 45G if it has improved. Starting off with some of the outdoor shot, I would say, okay, vibrant at some of the shots na nakuha natin from outdoors. Pag zoom in mo, makita mo pati mga pollens na dito are still good. Intact pa rin ang kanyang mga details. So, goods na goods siya for me. And what's nice dito sa kanya is yung mga greens niya is a little bit saturated, but yung kanyang pagka-saturation looks pretty nice as well. Now, if they're trying to focus on one single subject and blurring it all to the background, I think this is pretty a good shot to explain that. Maganda ng separation from the background, ang gandang subject. Now, if you're trying to take some shots sa mga landscape shot like sa mga field, you'll be able to get some really nice na landscape shot. And I would say na I appreciate yung kanyang pagka-green dito. Looking pretty nice, solid yung kanyang green. And pag nag 3x zoom ka, you'll still be able to get some really nice snaps. Now, more countryside shots, I would say na okay, this camera can definitely perform kasi ang ganda ng mga shots na nakukuha natin dito. If you're trying yung kanang ultra-wide shot naman, this is how it looks like. Normal shot and 3x zoom shot. Mapapansin mo, no, the difference between the normal shot and kanyang 3x zoom shot is medyo parang mas lighter green ang attack niya as opposed sa kanyang normal shot. Now, kung pag tall building naman pinag-usapan natin, by the way, this is a ultra-wide shot, this is a normal shot, and this is, by the way, a 3x zoom shot. So, makita natin, clear pa rin ang photo na ito, yung kanang Soler na word after 3x zooming. And honestly, itong phone na ito was able to get me some really nice shots on outdoors, lalo sa mga tall building shot. It looks pretty nice, no? Ganda ang pagka-render niya. And now, let's move on to some food shot from the indoor. I would say na some of this food shot, maganda nga ng pagkakuha. And makita mo, pag zoom in mo, there's a lot of details makikita mo dito. And taking a look at some of these other shots, I would say na talagang yummy magkuha ng photos to Infinix Zero 45G. To my surprise, it was really good. But nung 030, it was really good. But this time around, I think it has improved to my liking, by the way. Pati itong mga lobster nito, ang ganda ng pagkakuha din. No? And further taking some food shot, I would say na talagang okay. Maganda mag-perform itong camera ni Infinix. Now, if you're trying to take some low light shots sa mga ilaw, I would say na it can also perform. And this is probably one of the best shot na nakuha ko, being able to capture all of the colors in just one photo dito. And I think this looks pretty good. Pati pagkuha mo ng mga apparel shots like this one, looks really nice. Ang ganda ng kanyang pagkakuha. No? Actually, maganda nga to, pwede mo pang product posters. Even this shot looks pretty nice as well. Now, if you're playing with the ultra-wide lens from the indoor, this is how it looks like. And this is a normal shot. And this is a 3x zoom shot. Solid na solid pa rin ang kanyang details kahit after 3x. And now for the ultimate test sa kanyang night mode. And you'll be really surprised na nakakuha siya ng some really nice shots like this one. No? So, most of this shot nakuha ko while I'm scrolling around sa Dapitan Arcade for some of the Christmas decors. And I was really surprised. Itong shot na ito ay done mga 7:30 in the evening. And by far, I'm really impressed sa kanyang night mode. And most of these shots are really nice and sharp. And I would say na pretty big ang kanyang improvement from the 030 last year kasi I feel na mas maganda ang kanyang night mode this time around. Now, would you believe that itong shot na ito is taken using the 045G? And pag pinagtabi mo silang dalawa, parang mas gusto ko pa nga shot na nakuha ni Infinix Zero 45G. Now, checking the selfie camera. Now, I'm really impressed din sa kanyang selfie camera dahil, well, it looks good. Ang ganda ng mga shots na nakukuha ko dito from the selfie camera. The details sa mukha ko ay pretty much preserved and I would say na natural ang kuha niya dito sa akin. No matter if it's maliwanag ang araw or medyo cloudy on outdoor, it looks pretty nice and solid pa rin. Now, if you're looking sa indoor naman, I would say na okay pa rin, though it's a little bit softer, but the details are still there. And I would say na pretty nice ang kanyang selfie camera. And especially maganda rin siya pang group selfie kasi meron siyang 0.8x na ultra-wide. So far based sa akin assessment dito sa kanyang 4K na video using the front-facing camera, it's a little jittery, pero I would say that it has improved over from the 035G. And I would say sobrang ganda rin kanyang resolution sa kanyang front-facing camera. So yun, nakita nyo naka-turn yung kanyang ultra-steady mode. Pero there is still some shake happening. Yung nga lang, down na siya to 1080p and 30fps. So, based sa akin assessment, it has improved over sa 030 na series yung kanang stabilization sa kanang 4K and 60fps na recording. I'm really happy sa kanyang improvement dahil you can use this one better kasi it's perfect for content creation. And yun guys, nakita na mas magandang kanyang video, mas stable na siya dahil naka-turn ng kanyang Pro stabilization. Yung nga lang, down na siya to 1080p and 30fps. So guys, personally, I'm impressed with this phone. A lot has happened since the Zero 35G. Akala ko hindi lalabas sa Pilipinas, but surprisingly, it made a silent launch here in the Philippines. The gameplay dito sa phone dito is definitely good, no question asked, and the camera performance has improved, especially sa video, though it's still a little bit jittery, but malaki pa rin ang in-improve niya compared sa kanyang predecessor. At 17,999, I would say, yeah, it's definitely something that you can consider as your next daily driver. For vlogging, is simply perfect. So if you want to know kung saan nyo pwede mabili ito, Infinix Zero 45G, link on the description box below. And if you like this video, don't forget to share it to your friends. Any sub to this channel is definitely awesome. I'll see you in my next video. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.